Everybody, greetings. All right. So happy Monday, y'all. A happy moon day, whichever one you prefer. So we're doing our mini love reads this evening. So if you're interested, the list is still open. Let's see. Gotta put the names in the list. Give me a second. So if you're interested in a reading, all you gotta do is click that little black bubble in the chat and expand it, and it will show you the different options. So $25 will get you a mini love spread, and then $22 will get you two love questions. So you don't have to have a person in mind. You can be a single. You may want to check in on your love life, do like a love reading spread for yourself, or ask love questions for yourself, if you're single. So that's the options that you have via Cash App or either my PayPal, which is both linked in the chat and also in the description as well, if you're interested. Okay. All right. So let me put the names in the chat so you guys know where I'm at so far. Hold on. Yeah, the list is still open, y'all. If you're interested, just make sure you leave. If you have a question, make sure you leave your questions in the notes section of your payment. Or if you're asking about someone, make sure that you at least leave their name or their initial or nickname. But that stays confidential between me and you, so you don't have to worry about me, saying the person's name on the chat. So I'm not going to do that. Um, so you don't got to worry about that at all. All right, so boom, there is the names that I have on the list so far. Okay. All right. I am not 100% sure that I want to use these cards that I have laid out. I'm most likely not going to use those. Um, I do like these cards though, but I don't know if I want to use these tonight. Okay, so I know I want to use this Oracle deck. I'm going to use these. How'd this get in here? Wow, that's not supposed to be there. And then I might use my love messages for this as well. I'm gonna use these. Let's see how I feel about these cards. I'm gonna just go with it, see how I feel, and if I don't vibe with them for this particular reading, because some cards I'd be like, they don't fit every energy, you know what I mean? Like, not saying that these are not good cards. It's just like when I do love read, certain cards stand out to me, and I'm just like, I don't know about this modern spellcasters deck for that. But I'm gonna leave it open. So let's clear the energy. I'll allow some people if they want to come in. If you guys want to get your own read, it's $25 for a spread. I'm just gonna do a mini love spread, and then if you prefer just like asking specific questions, it's $20 or $22 for two questions if you're interested. Okay, instead. So whichever payment option you prefer, Cash App, PayPal, it's up to you. It's linked in the chat. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Divine Source God, my angels, my ancestors, known and unknown. We thank you. I ask you for your divine protection, your love, your light to cover this message in this reading. We cast down any vain imaginations, any false prophecies and guidances. I ask for permission to tap into those who are receiving a guidance or message tonight only for what I am allowed to tap into, to know and to see and to share with them. Okay, I'm trying to fix my table. I was not prepared, y'all. I just barely finished like cooking, and then on top of that, eating. I had to eat dinner because I haven't ate all day. So I'm just like, I gotta eat something before I come on here. So I'm just trying to adjust. But yeah, I'm giving some time for you guys to come in. If you're interested, I'll put you on the list. If you guys are not familiar with how my live personal reads go. So I don't typically do readings at these prices on a regular. I have pricing on my website. I just do this, as a courtesy for those of you that may not be able to afford my pricing, my regular prices, and or just if you need something quick and straight to the point, then there's that. And something you can come back and watch and listen to over again, because I leave these live streams up and then I also put timestamps next to each person's name that has got a reading. So when they come back and they want to watch it, all they got to do is click on that timestamp and it'll take them right to their reading, and they don't have to sit through this entire thing all over again. So there's that. Okay. So, all right. So as you guys can see in the chat, you'll find the names, and they are in exact order as I receive your payments. There's no type of skipping the lines to be put on the list, or pay more to be put on a certain part of the list. None of that, or alphabetical orders and all that. None of that. It's just whoever, the exact order of who purchased the reading. That's how we're gonna do it. So let's get started. Long story short, without further ado, we're going to start with Briana. Okay, so Briana, let's get your timestamp. And your timestamp is 6:31, 6 minutes, 31 seconds. All right, so I think yours is just an energy check-in, right? Yeah, so we're just going to do like a energy check-in. Okay. Thank you, Divine Source God. Divine Spirit, for your divine wisdom, divine guidance, truth, and clarity. This is bothering me with this straightened. I don't know why it's bothering me so much. All right, ask for permission to tap into Briana and her person of interest or in question in regards to their situation, their connection, where they stand with each other. Okay. This deck lead me to the most accurate cards that depict the energy of the connection for each party, where you stand with the divine spirit, source, God, and all other elements that are relevant to the situation and the connection. Familiar spirits, trickster spirits, lying spirits, we bind you and we block you from coming through this message in this reading. Okay. Let me see here. Did I save? I probably didn't. I don't think I did save it. It's probably like, hold on. Bear with me. I probably did not save it. I wanted to utilize this specific spread that I saved, but I don't know what I did with it, because I have like a version of it that I do, but I wanted to do this one tonight for the mini love spreads, at least if I can find it in time. Where did I put it? Come on, help me find it. I know I saved it in my phone. I don't know. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, my phone is tripping right now. Put them on and make them want to marry me. Put them on and make them want to marry me. Yeah. Why? I don't know. Is this it? Yeah. Okay. I found it. Okay. I'm going to do it this way. Spirit. Let's see. Where? It's Brianna's energy. There are 2 cards that came out. Her person's energy. Some of these I'm going to keep hidden for a second. Okay. Okay. So let's tap in. So Briana, your energy, you have the Ace of Cups, you have the Ten of Swords, your person has the Page of Swords. Okay. You're open, you're receptive to them, but it's like with the Ten of Swords, I feel like your patience, not that your patience is running, then I shouldn't say that, but it's kind of like there is a certain window, like a certain time, a manner, a time frame to all of this. With the Ten of Swords, it feels like you're open to hearing this person, you're open to speaking with them, communicating, exchanging with them. I feel like your higher self also knows that maybe this person has some things around them that could be deceiving them, or things that are toxic or not healthy, maybe people, or like, I don't know, like some type of energy maybe of like being used. And it doesn't have to be like close allies, friends, or family. It could be people like that they need to be mindful of who they trust, who they allow into their space, who they allow to potentially influence them. Um, it's like, yeah, I'm receptive. You know, my heart is open, I hold space, but there's some type of almost like you're protecting your energy, protecting yourself from them. And the Page of Swords, I feel like this person does want to communicate with you. They do want to talk to you. Um, I feel like sometimes either the thought of you or things that maybe you've said can be triggering to some degree. And not like they look at you like negative, but your words hold a lot of strength or a lot of power than maybe what you actually realize, or what you see, what you know to some degree. Yeah. You might say things that also bring clarity, bring truth, bring wisdom, bring insight, and you may not even know the weight of what you say. You could just be like being like joking, being playful, and it may not be direct messages towards them, but in some way they learn from some things that you say, or mm, yeah, because this is like a small woman with this big sword. It's quite heavy, so your words, like, they hold a lot more weight than maybe what you perceive or what you know. Okay. So the Empress card, it's almost like a gift and a curse, like, or a positive and a like a pro and a con, where like a conflict for this person, like positive, like the fact that you do exhibit a certain level of like self-love, high standards, self-protection, that you are someone that is nurturing, or someone that is loving and accepting of others. It's like those are pros, but there are also conflicts for this person, because I feel like this divine feminine energy to them is not something that they're fully used to embracing, or used to dealing with on a personal romantic level. Like maybe they have divine feminine like friends, divine feminine energies and family members, but when it comes to romantic partners, it's not something that they're, how to explain it, it's not something that they're fully comfortable with embracing, and that's just their own wounding. And I also feel too that self-love on both sides is also something that you constantly work through day to day, like individually, honoring yourselves, loving yourselves in a particular way. It could be different, doesn't have to be similar to each other, but just the energy of self-love sometimes can be a bit of a challenge, especially within this connection. kind of like balancing out like self love, like true self love, like your core true self versus like material superficial things. You know what I mean? Like this animal reminds me of Taurus, which is also a Venus ruled sign, like the Empress is Venus ruling. But Taurus energy can be quite loyal and quite loving, and its shadow self can be quite stubborn and superficial. So it's like a balancing of those energies, maybe within this connection. Somehow you place it how it resonates. All right. So you also have the Fool. So within the Fool energy, Spirit is saying that what you reap, you sow, like both of you, is based off of the decisions and choices you make, whether it be frivolous, whether it be immature, or whether it be divinely guided and surrendering in trust, not carrying baggage in the weight. So I do feel that based off of the energy in this connection, whoever is embodying a certain energy, someone's ready or willing to surrender. Someone is willing and ready to maybe drop their baggage to be free, to explore, to trust in what's ahead of them. And I don't get that you both are like this frivolous, like you don't think into the actions. Like, yeah, sometimes like as humans, we want to explore, we want to do what we want to do and not really think too much about the consequences. But I'm not getting that energy here. It's like, I feel like you both are people that use your rationality for the most part over your emotions. And so this energy to me feels more of like a light-hearted energy, more of a faith walk than anything, or being open to like what's ahead. So the Six of Wands. So there's going to be an outcome where you are somehow exalted or recognized, and maybe somehow in this connection, not just in general. I do feel like, yes, in general, but when it comes to this connection, in some way, you are going to be recognized in a way where you feel like finally, or like it's a victory, or it's like a, almost like you feel not entitled, like in a spoiled brat type of sense, but like I already knew, I expected this, I anticipated this in a way. It's like the battle, the work, you are going to be either be the one that's chosen or something like that. That's kind of what I get from this. With the Nine of Wands, what's really going to be the power force and moving through this energy, this connection, just in general, is the perseverance. Being able to push through like the adversities, being able to push through the challenges, the fears, whatever comes up that challenges you. In spite of all that, that's what's going to be a power move in the situation. That's the magic here, is being able to persevere and push through regardless of what you've gone through and what you might be coming up against, or what you potentially could come up against. It's like, I'm willing. If this is something you find value in, because I feel like this is your energy. Judgment and the Queen of Swords. I feel like the energy that's going to lead up to this victory, this recognition that you anticipate, or that is meant to happen, is based off of a wise choice and decision you make. It's like you transforming and you transmuting the woman that you used to be, the woman, the child, the girl that you used to be, that not like a energy where kind of like you're not being your authentic self. I feel like this is you letting go of the trauma and the pain. The parts of yourself maybe that did not honor or stand up for yourself, that did not speak your truth, and that did not stand in your power. You are transmuting this energy. You're wiser. You're more stern in a sense of what you allow and what you won't allow. And even when it comes to this person, it's like you stand your ground, and not like in a stubborn sense, but just more so like having a sense of self-pride, knowing who you are, knowing your value, your worth, beyond the superficial things, outside of appearances, outside of titles and labels and who you know and who you don't know. It's based off of an inner truth and inner strength, an inner identity. if that makes sense. That's what's going to lead to this victory, and that's what's going to set you apart. Because whoever this person may be around or who they associate with, they may not come across energies like this where people honor their true self. They may be people that try to fit in, or people that kind of fall into a mold, that hold value and weight off of their materials and their superficial, their titles and how they look and things like that. They hold value to those things over character and integrity, and I feel like that is what's going to set you apart. Okay, so let's see. The Five of Pentacles. Hmm. Yeah, the Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of energy with Taurus standing out to me, like the Emperor's card, and for some reason the Queen of Swords. It's got that similar, like a cow, or that energy. It reminds me of Taurus. So something with maybe the second house, or just like materials, assets, things of value or material value. Spirit wants you to honor the parts of yourself that the character, the true identity outside of materials or external things. It's like really hone in on that value, because I feel like that is maybe something that you both bond over. Is like you're both working through maybe something to do with like your true identities, and the value of who you are outside of what you can do for others, or um, titles, labels, looks, what I have, my assets. Like it's something outside of that. It's like to really see the value. Okay, you have liberation. This kind of reminds me of the Last Airbender. Yeah, the Last Airbender. Um, Aang, how it was that one scene. It's a very popular scene where he gets taken through like the different chakras and what each chakra represents, and then the part that stood out was the heart chakra. Once he got to the heart chakra, that I feel is kind of the energy where you guys are going to find liberation. It's almost like you have to go through the different energy levels in your body. I know this might sound a little crazy, a little stupid, but and there's a heart back here in the background of this card. Yeah, this definitely reminds me of that. So like the heart chakra could be like that energy gateway that you guys are going to have to go through, and where you find your liberation. Look that scene up. I think you can find it on YouTube, like that particular scene. Like you don't have to watch that entire episode or show, but that particular scene, if I'm not mistaken, is on YouTube. And once he goes through that gateway, or that part of the heart chakra, he tears up, he releases, he cries. So that's kind of what I'm getting. There's something with the heart chakra, and I feel like that's what you both have in common. It's something with what's stored up in the heart chakra that's going to free you. And I don't know, I'm getting like the Taurus or the second house energy is relevant to some type of liberation or freedom in this area. Something with poverty, or like poverty mindset, or like relationship with money is coming up. What holds a vibrational value over a material value. It's like, I hope I'm making sense when I say these things, but okay, I'm gonna pull one more card. I'm gonna pull from my love message deck, and then I'm gonna move on to the second pile, because I think I spent a lot of time on this spread, because I don't know if any of that made sense how I explained it, but hopefully it did. Okay, so I'm gonna use my own deck. Spirit, answer permission that's happened to both parties, energies in this connection. What is it that Briana? Thank you. Yeah, okay. So this person feels like you're someone valuable, that if they were to have you, see, yeah, if this person was to have you in their life, even if just as a real friend, like a true friendship, that they feel like it wouldn't be wise to lose, because they find that something about your energy is valuable to them. And like I was saying when I first pulled your cards, there's things that you say, or that you, either to them directly or just in general, that this person has caught wind, and they feel like it holds a lot of weight. It holds a lot of value. So you taught me great things. Thank you. Okay. All right. So that's what I'm getting for you, sis. I hope that resonates or confirms things. You know, sit with it, confirm it, whether it was for you or resonates or it doesn't. I don't know why this is not straight to me and it's bothering me. I keep messing with it. Okay. But yeah, I'm sending much love to you, sis. I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next read, which is Miss Alexis. So let's get your timestamp. See, your timestamp is 2532. Okay. Hold on. Where is yours? Okay, so yours is a love spread as well. So let's tap in. All right, so Briana, what is your energy between you and your person? Divine Source Guide, ask your permission to tap in and clear out previous energies with love, light, and peace. To Briana and her person of interest, we close their energies down. We send energy of balance and harmony and ask that you divinely cover them and protect them in all spaces and time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so Alexis and her person. It's the energy surrounding Alexis' energy towards this connection, towards her person of interest. Okay, we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay, Alexis' person in regards to their connection. Ace of Swords try to come out. Let's see, and Nine of Wands. Okay. Okay, the Hanged Man. Okay. Ace of Wands. Okay, this one to come out, the Strength card. Okay. All right, so your energy at the moment, you have the Three of Pentacles. Oops, I always do that. I kick the light. You have the Three of Pentacles. They have the Nine of Wands. So I feel like when it comes to your energy, there's something in relations of wanting some type of like, you guys, how to explain this? Like you want this person to work with you, or where you guys can both find a middle ground to work together. And you may feel like this is beyond you, like you can't make this person do anything, you can't make them put in the effort or the work. You may be looking towards like spirit, or maybe someone to give you guidance or advice, or like male's guidance or wisdom or advice, or like I said, just like spirit, like something is going to have to intervene and kind of assist, because I can't do it all. I can't be the only one that assists. I need someone or something higher, something greater to help me out here, or kind of get it through this person's head, or because I can't do it, right? So it's kind of, that's why I feel like you're at with this. Whereas where their energy is with you is they feel like you're at your last breath with them. Like you may be at a small minimum, like patience left inside of you when it comes to them. Like you may not have a lot that you want to give. Like, okay, I'm gonna give to it once or one more time, but I'm tired. Like they know that you've either been through a lot with them, or you've endured a lot, or you've been very patient with them. So, yeah, I kind of feel that they're kind of perceiving you as being on the fence with them. Okay, that your energy is kind of like in fight or flight mode, that it's very sensitive timing, or it's a very sensitive time in this connection, and you may not be able to stick it through or stick it out with them right now. Because the Ace of Wands is like, the energy here that's very challenging is to get something to move, to get something to shift, to get some type of action, to birth in a new energy. Like the potential is there, but it's like I can't do this alone. Like this person has to participate with me. They have to put a little bit more effort in, something that's more realistic, not something fleeting, you know. I need more concrete effort and participation and commitment from this connection. And so, for whatever reason, it's like all this potential is kind of up in the air. It's not being utilized, it's not being tapped into. So I feel like that's where the frustration comes in at with the Three of Pentacles on your ends. And then Nine of Wands is this person feeling like, okay, well, I'm tired. Like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you giving? I can't do it all by myself. Okay. One of you or both of you feels like kind of imprisoned in this situation or this connection, um, where it feels like there's nothing you can do. Like both of you guys might kind of have this similar energy, but it could manifest differently, or like the reasons why you believe that you can't do anything could be different. Like you could feel, well, I can't make this person put more effort in. Like there's nothing that I can do to really convince them of that, or I've tried to, you know, leave the gate or the door open for this person to do something or to show up. But I've been patient. I've given them grace. I've did everything that I feel like I should or could do. So there's nothing that I feel stuck. Like, what else is there to do? And this person could feel like, due to maybe some sort of circumstance or from their perception, for whatever reason, this person also feels like there's nothing that they can do. They feel like they are restricted, like something is restricting them, or whether it's due to fear, but it's basically perception. And two things can be true at once for the both of you. Like, you could truly feel stuck for your valid reasons, and same for them. But there is a higher purpose to all of this. And I feel like the key definitely has something to do with sacrifice. But let's see. I'm going to jump around here. I'm going to go to this card. So you have the strength. Strength card, I feel like for you, what is going to really seal the fate of this connection, or maybe like uh the bigger outcome of the situation, is going to require you to have some level of inner strength and confidence in yourself in the situation, some level of dignity and integrity for yourself. um that your energy is bigger than maybe the ego, bigger than someone's pride or fear of looking stupid or looking played. It's like, fuck all that. If I move in integrity, I move in truth, I move in love, honesty, authenticity. There is no win or lose in that, regardless of the outcome. Instead of being like, well, it's safer to not love, or it's safer to not show how I really feel, or it's safer to put myself or not put myself out there and possibly get rejected or look stupid or play myself. It's like, that's a weak approach. That's not strength. That's not real confidence, right? So I feel like the power energy here, what's really going to seal the deal or the outcome, and let's see, that is the Four of Pentacles. Maybe this person kind of moving them out of that stubborn stance and open up a little bit, show their true feelings, show the true value or what they really have to offer and what they really have to give, instead of gatekeeping it and holding it hostage due to fear, due to insecurities, due to fears of rejection or whatever the case may be, or fear of getting hurt. Like this person actually showing you what they have to offer and not hiding it, not withholding it or being selfish. Okay, there's a possibility that this person will come off of that stubborn energy or off that um, false sense of protection and holding back, and actually show you or give you a little bit more, something of value, something that maybe you both can build upon, or something revealing. Okay. So you have the Sun and the Four of Swords. Yeah. Your ability to, and I think this reminds me of Thumbelina for some reason. I don't know why, the Sun card. But your ability to keep moving in spite of the like adversities, and not so much like putting up with someone else's mess and their drama and all of that. Like, it's not about with enduring pain. It's not about that. But like how you respond and how you react, that it doesn't warp your perception, or it doesn't make you a bitter in like it doesn't make you a bitter person or individual. Like, you still hold hope and you still hold faith. It's like a energy that you have to eat, to hold space for others, but also the ability to hold space for others as well. Positive like a positive attitude, a positive perception, even at times where it can be a little bit difficult. Um, and then with the Four of Swords, I feel like you have a level of wisdom or understanding and empathy for this person, that you can see things maybe that they can't see about themselves, like how they could be their own worst enemy sometimes, or maybe you can see things around them that they don't see, like deceptions, or where they need to maybe better protect themselves, or yeah, because I feel like this person is going to remember maybe how you've shown up for them in certain ways, or how you've been there for them when maybe certain people were not in their corner, did not have their best intentions. I feel like you might have like a little bit of a protective vibe of them, or just like someone that you care about their well being, genuinely care about their well being. So you have the Seven of Cups. Spirit wants you both to take your time and to reflect on what really matters and what really holds value to you. Okay? What is it that you're willing to take on? And there's two cards. I didn't notice this. So you have the King of Swords. Yes. What is it that you're willing to put forth the effort and energy in? Truthfully and honestly. Like, what is it that what decision or choice are you willing to make? And from a non-emotional perspective, it's like, yes, feel into the energies that are in front of you, feel into, how you feel about the situation, how you feel about the person. Like, tap into those energies, use your discernment, but take your time to feel. Take your time to feel through the energy and choose wisely. There's a lot of wolves in these cards, so I don't know if wolves mean anything to you, or the wolf. Okay. So we're back. Make sure make sure everything is like back on now. Hold on. One second. Let me see if it let me sign on. Okay. Okay. I think it's back on. Okay. So we back. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? It should be. No? Let me see. We back on? It should be back on. I don't know what they talking about. This is crazy. Let me see. Yeah, it should be back online now. No, we gotta wait for the Wi-Fi. Okay. Yeah, so we should be back. Yeah, the internet went off, or the electricity went off, so that's why it cut off the whole entire thing. So, okay. All right, Alexis, I apologize. So you have trust. The trust card came out. So this is the biggest energy, the biggest dilemma here is the trust element, and not just trusting with each other and in the connection, but trusting in yourselves, okay? And trusting in divine, but trusting yourselves. See, I'm gonna ask, what does this person want you to know? Wow, this card flew out. Um, they may not use the word or term God, but they know that there's some sort of higher source, a higher power, some type of energy um, that is kind of making them sit with themselves when it comes to you. Okay. I don't know why the internet keeps going off. Yeah. So just hopefully this message comes through clear because I'm sorry. The internet went off when the electricity went off, and I don't know if it's fully like come back. So yeah, I apologize. But yeah, so you have God has been dealing with me when it comes to you, and ask God, your angels, and guides about me. So there is some type of needing for you guys to have some type of trust, not so much in each other or the situation, but in order to have trust or to have faith in this connection and in each other, you have to have it within yourselves in the divine, which is why I don't know which part it cut off. I hope that you were able to hear your reading. That Spirit wants you guys to really sit with how you feel about the situation, but using your intellect, using your wisdom, using your rational thought, and not being emotionally overwhelmed or too emotionally attached to what, to your feelings and your emotions to where you can't see what's really going on or really honor what you're feeling. It's like take your time to sort through these emotions before you make any choices or any decisions or before you make any judgments or conclusions about the situation and or each other, okay? All right. So, all right. Alexis, that's what I'm saying. If a part of your reading cut off, let me know because I think like once, like if the live, like if the connection cuts off, it doesn't record anything. It kind of pauses the video, and then once the connection comes back, it picks up where it left off. Like there's no breaks in between the live. It'll just come right back like nothing happened. I don't know if that makes sense. So it's not just going to be like this long pause of nothing happening. It's going to jump right back to where it left off. So, um, yeah, let me see. That's so unfortunate because I'm like, as soon as I got almost towards the end, it just completely cut off. The electricity went out. So, okay. Send you much love, sis, and let me know if it didn't complete your reading. Just email me and let me know. If I have to do a redo, that's fine. Just let me know if it went through or it didn't. Okay. All right. So, Miss Alexis, that was your reading. So, let's keep it moving. Miss Mel, you were up next. Yolanda after her. I'm not sure if anyone else is interested. So, Mel, your time's up is 45:05. Okay. All right. So, you had two questions. Your first question is, has this person and has this person and this other person been romantically or intimately involved or have feelings for each other? I don't want to move anything forward with this person if there's anything going on. Okay. Okay. All right. So spirit asks for permission to tap into all parties involved in providing clarity and truth for Mel, what she needs to know. What does Mel need to know in regards to the situation? Okay. If her friends and this person in interest, are they romantically involved, intimately involved, or do they at least have romantic feelings for each other? Is there anything going on between these two romantically, or that has gone on between these two romantically, or feelings at the very least involved romantically between these two? Hierophant, Page of Wands, Moon, the Devil, the Magician. Clarify the Page of Wands. Two of Wands. Um, I'm not getting that anything has gone on, but the person that you're interested in may have an attraction for both or wouldn't mind, messing around with the both of you. There is like sexual attraction for this person. I feel like they're sexually attracted to your friend and they're sexually attracted to you. I'm not really getting that they would be faithful on either side. It's kind of like they wouldn't mind maybe talking to you both. Like they don't have any loyalty to you or to them in that romantic sense. So it's like they wouldn't look at it as something wrong. It's just like them kind of, playing the field. Page of Wands, Knight of Wands is at the bottom of the deck, and then you have the Two of Wands clarifying the Page of Wands. So yeah, I feel more so like this person, it's not like anything going, I don't see anything going on between the two of them directly. It feels more so like a male's energy is coming through very strongly that, like I said, this person I feel like is attracted to you and your friends. And I don't see them being loyal to either one of you, like, oh, I can't talk to her because this one likes me or because this one wants to get to know me. Or they might be like open to getting to know both of you. Now, I'm not really getting that they would initiate it though. It doesn't feel like somebody that's like, okay, I'm going to do it. It just seems like they're open to it. Like they wouldn't be opposed to it. And the fact that majority of your cards are all majors, except for the Page of Wands, Hierophant, the Moon, the Devil, and the Magician. I do feel like this person, there is something like that you don't see, and it's more so about the guy than it more so is about your friend. They might make inappropriate comments, or they might make inappropriate comments about other women, maybe not about your friends, or to your friend about you, like sexual comments or something. Um, Could be like they'll hint and say things like, yeah, I used to talk to this one girl, but I also talked to her sister too, or whatever. It's like something that gives away like their loyalty or their lack of being able to maybe commit or something, or just like the type of mindset that they have around dating or something around sex, maybe. So I feel like behind the scenes, maybe this person has shown, or if it's not behind the scenes and it's something that's kind of hidden in plain sight, like things that you would have to pay attention to. Because these birds are standing out to me in both the Page of Wands, the Two of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is flying above this big bird. Like, you might be picking up on something, but the way that you're picking it up, maybe like there's a little bit of emotions involved. Like, you think that your friend, because of where you and your friend are with each other, that she's doing something behind your back. But you're picking up an element of something that is, a little bit off, but it's not necessarily like something going on between you and your friend. I feel like the energy, the strongest energy I pick up is this guy right here. Like he's got something in his energy that may not be the most trustworthy or safe to have, like around a friend. But if it's not his usual nature, I feel like he's just attracted to you both. Like he wouldn't shut down. Maybe like if your friend was into him, he probably would talk to her because I feel like he's attracted to her, but he's also attracted to you. So it's like, because I'm not loyal, I'm not in a relationship with any of you. If one of you like were to come at me or like try to holler at me or try to get at me, I would be open to it. That's what I'm getting. I would be open to it. Okay. So your friend is a little bit more loyal than like, I feel like your person, like the guy that you're interested in, is not loyal to anybody, and not like in a sense like they're a bad person, but it's just like, just kind of like I'm just being a man, like type of thing. Like if I'm not with you, then there's nothing wrong with talking to your friend, and even though you might look at it like from your perspective like that's wrong, why would you try to talk to my friend, or why would you be looking at my friend too, or looking at me? If you're looking at my friend, then why would you be looking at me too? They're not looking at it that way because there's no commitment there. There's no need to be loyal to either one of you. But I don't feel like your friend is interested in this person. I don't see that. Okay. So the last question is in regards to your friendship. You want to know, um, could you get some guidance if you should, or what you should do, I guess, what you should do about your friendship with this person. Talk to her more about your perspective or just let it go. Okay. So let's see. What is your guidance in regards to your friendship? What should you do? What should Mel do about this friendship? Oh shit. All these cards trying to come out. The Ten of Cups. What is this? The Two of Swords. The Three of Cups. The Seven of Pentacles. The Four of Swords. The Seven of Wands. You have so many cards that's trying to come out. Goodness. Look at all these cards. I do feel like you should communicate with her, but give it time though, because looking at these cards, the Ten of Cups is that I do feel like you really love this person. You care about her as a friend. And I do feel like she cares about you as well. There's some type of clouded judgment when it comes to you and this guy friend as well in the mix. With the Three of Cups, there's two women and a guy here. Yeah, it's two girls and a guy. So it's like you might feel a little bit strange, a little bit iffy with talking to her because I feel like you have some type of suspicions or assumptions about this energy with this man here as well. Give it time with the Seven of Pentacles. There's not any rush on addressing this or approaching it. I feel like things are still fresh. You might need to take some time. I get like, give it up to 4 weeks. So give it and take 4 weeks at the most. Like whenever this first you first had your falling out, like count that as like the first week. Give it 4 weeks at the most to just kind of marinate and sit with it. I'm getting something with the four. Just sit with it, reflect, meditate. Because right now, if you were to approach the situation, I do feel like a lot of emotions would be high. There would be a lot of like, maybe even an argument or some type of, further discord that you just don't need. I just feel like give your time, give it time, take your time. The Strength card and the Seven of Cups, yeah. Okay. My bad. All right. I was on a hotspot rather than the Wi-Fi. Let's see where it left off. Okay. Let's reiterate because, oh my God, I was on my hotspot. It's so annoying. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay. So let me just reiterate everything that I picked up, Melody, because I'm sorry that it was glitching out. So I'm getting like, because I had to pull the rest of these cards to get the bigger picture. Basically what I'm getting is that this friendship of yours, I do feel like you both care about each other with the Ten of Cups. You have a close bond or close friendship, or at least you guys see each other as like soul family or soul tribe. Like there's a closeness I do feel. Two of Swords tells me that Spirit is saying you're not in the right space to communicate your true feelings. There needs to be some time that passes, and I feel like you have suspicions, due to this other guy in the mix, or this male friend in the mix. Like it's kind of making the connection a little bit more tense than it needs to be. This guy is not really a big factor, but it's almost like one of you or both of you are making him a factor, like almost putting him in the middle of like someone that's potentially causing separation, or is a part of causing some type of separation between the two of you. Spirit is saying to take your time. Okay. Yes, honor how you feel. You are valid in that. You have every right to honor how you feel, but Spirit saying you can do that behind the scenes with yourself first, because you might need some time, to kind of digest everything, see it from a different perspective, allow separation, allow distance to take its course right now. At the very most, give it 4 weeks, okay? Whether it was starting when you guys first had your falling out, that was the first week, or just 4 weeks from this reading. Like, sit with this message. Because I feel like if you are to approach this now, it's like this touchy energy. It's going to, I feel like, cause more of a challenging energy. So don't even address it right now. The Strength card, you do have the integrity. I feel like you're coming from a pure place with wanting to address this. I feel like you have that inner like confidence to want to confront and face things that you need to. It's like a healthy approach. But due to the circumstances right now, I don't feel like it's the right time for you to approach this just yet. You have to kind of wait. With the Seven of Cups, Spirit wants you to sit with your feelings and your emotions, like really feel through them, okay? But take your time. Don't rush this. There's possibility with the Lover's card for you guys to hash it out, for you guys to come together. But it is a choice. I feel like a choice that both of you, because I do get you both care about each other. You and this friend, you do love this friend. She loves you. With the King of Pentacles, again, I feel like this guy is being made to be a factor in the situation when he's not really that big of a deal in this whole grand scheme of your friendship. It's just kind of like for some reason he's being made to somewhat be responsible, or at least like one of the blames or one of the talking points, like, well, if it wasn't for this, then we would probably, or you just make it all about guys all the time and blah blah blah. Like, it's something with that where it's not really about him, but it's a deeper issue here. With the Temperance, I do feel like there is a potential for you guys to hash things out, you and this friend, to be able to come together. But again, you have to give it time. It has to be the right divine time. And I feel like you'll know with the Wheel of Fortune, the Six of Pentacles, I do feel like there's this potential for you guys to work it out. Now, there is a an issue here, or this is like the elephant in the room when it comes to the exchange, the give and take, like what this friend gives versus what you give. um is it mutual? Is it a healthy exchange? Is it fair? Like, that's the conversation I feel like, or the bigger issue that needs to be addressed here in this situation. Okay. All right. So that is your reading, Mel. And I apologize for all the glitching. I didn't know that I still had it on um, one of the hot spots, because when the electricity went off, I needed the hot spot on because my phone is off. So I knew, something told me like I need to listen to my intuition, because I didn't pay my phone bill today and my phone is off still because I've been on Wi-Fi all day. And I like to do that sometimes. I'm like, I don't want people calling me or texting me or bothering me. Like, if you have an Apple device, I'm most likely still going to get your phone calls or your text message or your FaceTimes. But other people that I know do not all have iPhones. So sometimes I'm going to be honest, I like to leave my phone off for a few hours. I don't pay my phone bill at times because I don't want people calling me. I would be honest. I like my phone off sometimes. I know that sounds bad, but I do. So I need to pay my phone bill when I get off of here, because yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm like, something's gonna happen. I'm gonna need my phone. Like, something's gonna happen. And lo and behold, the electricity went off, and then of course I didn't have any phones on, so I'm fucked until the electricity comes back, and then I can use my Wi-Fi. But at that time, I had on a hotspot, and that hotspot is very weak. It's not that strong. So I'm back on the regular Wi-Fi, the house Wi-Fi now. So we good. But yeah, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I'm one of them people. Like, I'll let my phone go off, child, for a day or like a few hours, because I'm just like, I don't want to be bothered. I'm gonna be real. Like, my daughter has an iPhone, so if she needs to like text me, it's gonna come to me. But like anybody else, if you ain't got an iPhone, you fucked. Don't bother me unless you have like social media or something, or email or something. Yeah, I'll let my shit go off, child. Okay, so Yolanda, you are up next. Let's see, Yolanda. Your timestamp, let's see, is 63:08. Okay. So, Yolanda, your reading is a mini love spread. Okay. All right, let's get it. I'm going to do yours differently because I'm assuming that it's just for you, no person involved. If there is a person, hopefully the cards pick it up. Whoa, this card flew out of the deck. Spirit, we clear our previous energies and message. The Ace of Cups flew out. I'm going to put it back. If it wants to come out, it will come out again. Holy Spirit, we clear our previous energies out with love, light, and peace. We send Mel and all parties involved in her reading love, light, and peace. Wherever they are in the world, God, may they be divinely covered and protected by the light. Amen and Ashe. So clear this energy so we can tap into Yolanda, and any love messages, divine source, God, that you have for her, her divine team that loves her, guides her, and assists her. So give me permission to tap into the energies of what she needs to know around her love life. What does Yolanda need to know in regards to her love life at this time? Divine source, God, what does she need to know? Six of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Hermit, Page of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. And you have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this energy is, I feel like Spirit either is confirming or wanting to reassure you that where you are in your love life is where you're supposed to be. Why I say that is with the Hermit card, the Hermit to me feels like a valuable introspection. Like, it's something to not take for granted the time that you have to spend with yourself. You may still have a social life or somewhat of a social life, maybe not so much of a dating life, or you feel lonely at times, but Spirit is saying like this is a what's the right word? Like a meaningful isolative energy. Not really isolation, I don't want to call it that, but like a time of separation. This is something that you are called to. Whether it's been months, weeks, days, years, I feel like maybe in between those times you may have had some significant connections or people that have gotten your interest, but it seems like for the most part you're in this season for a reason. And I feel like it's things that when it's time for you to pop out, I feel like Spirit wants you to be open, like with a new mindset. Okay. Though your wisdom, you carry that truth, you carry that wisdom with you from what you've experienced in the past and what you've learned and what you are learning presently in your single season or in this period of maybe where you feel like you're alone or you're isolated. There's something that you're carrying past and previous wisdoms and lessons and understandings, but you're also walking into newness and also keeping an open mind that you don't know everything or that you haven't experienced it all. And it's okay to start fresh. It's okay to start new, that you're not going to take the traumas of the past or the resentments or the judgment of, this person, what if they're going to do me the same way as the other person did. Allow someone new to come in and show you what they have to offer you before, you kind of take that past judgment. The Queen of Swords is discerning who and what comes into her life. Who holds true value? Do they have anything that is edifying to bring to the table? Is this a connection that I should even be investing my time and energy? Do I even really like this person? You know, is this somebody that I could truly get along with? Is this someone that respects me? Do they respect others? What's their previous relationships like? What is their morals? What is their values? Do they align? Like, the Queen of Swords is wiser. She's been through some shit. So instead of her being bitter and closed off, she's like, no, I'm just using my discernment. I'm using my wisdom. I'm still open. I'm still receptive. But I got to check. The Death card is here. So you could be going through the dark night of the soul, which is why I feel like maybe you're in a period that it kind of feels lonely, where things kind of feel dead around you, where there's not a lot going on, not a lot of excitement. Maybe you don't have anyone in mind right now, or things are not getting off the ground the way that maybe you want it to in love. And it could seem dark, it can seem negative. But I feel like what Spirit is doing a clean sleep, queen. Oh my God, can't even talk. A clean sweep in your life. Okay, clearing your path. Six of Swords is beneath that. Clearing your path of the previous energies, getting you away from certain environments or certain connections. It's like cutting it off, clearing it out of your life, laying it to rest, taking you out of a dark valley or a death valley and moving you into clear waters, moving you into a place of safety. Certain things that maybe you wanted, maybe later on, if you would have found out, you would have fucked around and found out, like, oh, this ain't for me. This is not the connection for me. This is not the person for me. Or this is not what really makes me happy in the end. Or this is not something I thought it was. It's like you're being protected, and you'll see that. You're going to see this. Or maybe you've already come to this awareness of these conclusions that certain connections or situations were not for you. Maybe at a time where you felt like, okay, I'm ready to date. Maybe you weren't truly ready to date. Maybe you needed to see that, okay, no, I still got some issues that I need to work through, or I'm not truly ready or truly open like I thought I was. And it's okay. The Hermit card is navigating through these experiences and gathering the wisdom and the light and the truth of what's really going on. Though it may seem kind of lonely at times, separation sometimes requires you to step out of certain places and environments to kind of shut down all of the noise and distractions so that you can see and hear very clearly, crystal clear, without all the noise and without all of the other opinions and other people's mess going on. You can step in and hear and feel yourself and really see what's going on. And that's what I'm getting from the Hermit card as well. So I'm going to clarify with this card of this deck. It's an energy for Yolanda. Yeah, because I feel like you might have somebody. This person could start off as a friend, or maybe Spirit is telling you to approach connections from like a friendship, like getting to know a person. Like if this person was not someone that I'm, attracted to physically or maybe even interested in romantically, would I be their friend? Is this someone that I could be friends with, like for real? Like, are they the type of character of a person that I would want to claim as my friend? Or is it just somebody I'm physically attracted to and I'm kind of like fixating or idealizing them to who I want them to be? Or is it someone at core that I really could get along with outside of romance and sex? Could I really be a friend to this person? Could they be a friend to me? Is this someone that I would want to bring around my friends and family, people, people that I trust and love? Does this person have the type of character that I can get with, you know? So you have fullness, number 55. So 55s can definitely be about change, shifts, okay? Massive changes and shifts in your life. And these two birds, they remind me of eagles. And this card, this is the third time I've seen this card this week in a reading. And I got a similar message for each, where the nature of an eagle is already a very independent bird and can withstand very harsh weathers and conditions, and sometimes even enjoys flying in the storms. Like, these birds enjoy it. Like, it doesn't bother them. It doesn't scare them. When it comes to choosing a mate, the female eagle chooses the male eagles if they're suitable to be her mate, if they're suitable for her to procreate with. They go through this ritual, this like flight dance ritual, where she discerns like who can keep up and who can't. That's how she chooses her mate. So I kind of feel like there might be something in that for you as well, because when I see the Queen of Swords, I do think of a very strong-willed, strong-minded, very wise feminine energy that has gone through a lot, but she's very powerful. She's very like straight and honest, very straightforward and honest and authentic and real and raw. She holds no punches. So when I think of like a female eagle, I think of someone that is also that way, that is very clear within what she wants and what she deserves, and she holds people to that to, not prove, to perform and like in this harsh way, like dance for me, prove to me, but like show, like I want to see if you're the right suitable partner for me, and not someone I'm just going to waste my time with, because I don't have time to play around. You know, that's not in my nature. I don't do that. So kind of carrying that essence and energy of an eagle, or maybe you have that energy within you, and it's like, exercise that. Be receptive, be open, but be wise, be discerning, just as you are open to new experiences and to keep an open mind as well. Okay. Allow people to show you whether they are worth the investment, and if they are going to invest in you or not. Like, let them, allow them the space for that. And if that's, something that you both decide to move forward towards, where you both can give equally to the connection, where you guys are on the same page, cool. But if it shows to you that, okay, I gave this person the benefit of the doubt, and me and this person are not on the same page, I really don't vibe with this person like that, or we don't vibe with each other like that, or this person and I do not share the same values, or whatever, this person is flaking, or they're playing games, cut the motherfuckers straight the fuck off. And you won't feel any type of way about it, because you understand that what's for me will not pass me by. Like, it doesn't hurt to get to know people, and it's not a punishment if you like somebody and then it comes to, be that this person is not it. You don't sweat it. Just like, okay, that kind of sucks, but that doesn't mean that I'm unworthy or that my love life is cursed. It just means it's not the person, and my person is still out there. That's it. That's all that means. Okay. All right. So I hope that resonates. I hope that was helpful. Hey, sis. All right. So I think that was all the reads for tonight, right? I think that was the list. I don't think anyone else purchased a read while we were on here. I think that was pretty much it. So, yeah, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and leave the timestamps, okay? I'm going to leave the timestamps up in the chat. So we're going to, or not in the chat, in the description. So if you come back later, you can watch your reading. Just click on that timestamp. You don't have to sit through this entire thing all over again. You can just come back and watch it. Click that timestamp. But yeah, if anyone's interested in a personal reading with me, I'm available this week for personal reads. Just check out my website. If you guys have any questions about my readings and what I do, just hit me up, email me, or chat me if you feel the need. But yeah, other than that, y'all, that was the reading. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining. And until the next read, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. Take care.